Hey guys, welcome back to another YouTube video, and today I get to present a new project to you guys. And this is something I'm very excited. This is a vehicle that I have always wanted ever since I was, I don't know, 13 years old. But yeah, so as you know, I don't know if I posted the video yet out on this thing, but I just started getting rolling on this, right? But I've saw something on Marketplace and I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't think I could ever pass this up. This is just too good of a deal to let go, and feel like I could do something with this. So I'll show you here. Ready? Oh baby. So this right here is my new to me 1989 FOXBODY Mustang. All right, as you can see, she's a little crusty, got the good old spray paint job. We got about 5 different colors going on. You can see a little bit of yellow here, some blue here. I don't know what wing this is from. It needs some love. But we'll just take a walk around here. So yeah, I don't know, I'm kind of speechless right now. I'm very excited about this project. So if you can see, I'm sure you already saw here, it's got the 5-liter. It's got some sort of stuff done to it, some sort of exhaust. And one thing that what really pushed me to get this car is the fact that if you look underneath, which I'm not going to show you right now because the floor is cold, but there is not a freaking speck of rust on this entire car. I hauled it home yesterday on a dolly, so there's a bunch, there's some salt on it, things like that. We just got to wait till we get some good genuine weather, take this out, wash this down. And if you look in here, right, she's a little rough, but I've got a tear in the seat. That seat's a little stained. The back seats actually look pretty fine. They're probably a little stained also. But yeah, I'm missing like a speaker, things like that. But honestly, as of right now, that doesn't even matter because it currently doesn't have any radio in it. But this is such a cool thing to be able to be sitting in my dream car. Like there's not a single speck of rust on this thing. If you can see, we got a missing fuse box cover thing, and things like that door. I don't even know what it's called, but that's missing. But one thing that pushed me is that it's already a factory 5-speed, right? So that's cool. That shifter feels so nice. It's just so short. Yeah. So I believe this was a West Virginia car, so that kind of helps with the no rust situation. It's kind of really neat to see what they did back in the late 80s, the type of styling they had, like these seats, for example. Honestly, I kind of really like the way these seats sit. Like they got the flat dash, kind of like my Escort. When you're sitting or having ice cream, you just plop your drink right on top. One big problem that I see I'm gonna have is that this car currently has no cup holders whatsoever, so I'm gonna have to definitely fix that. The radio situation, I don't know what I'm gonna do with that yet, things like that, but it just is a really, really cool car. Kind of very dirty, but this car actually came with a few good goodies, and I will show you, and we'll get to the problems afterwards. So, listen to that. Well, if I can show it right. Look at that. Okay. So, flat tire, dry rotted tires all the way around. So that's something I definitely got to change. But it came with a few good goodies, like I have like an Edelbrock lower, upper intake, some smog stuff. I got the side skirts for it. It's got some sort of exhaust on it. LED taillights, which I might just switch that out for OEM ones. And I started taking stuff out of the trunk to get it kind of cleaned up. But it came with a new carpet kit. Just a few good things. These taillights that'll never ever be put on this car, because I'm gonna be honest with you, these are probably the most ugly taillights I've ever seen on FOXBODY Mustangs. Basically, I've been told this or heard this, that you can't uncrap box a FOXBODY, and for a while this is gonna be the way it looks until I can figure out how to paint this car. There's a few problems with it. So this car's been sitting since 2020. All right, so bad gas. We tried when we got to the place to look at it. It would start, it just reeked of bad gas and wouldn't idle worth anything. And then right when we first tried to take our first ride in it, of course, the starter went out. So basically what happens is when you put the positive terminal on, it'll just keep trying to crank and crank and crank and crank. And well, obviously that's not what you want to do. So, or have happened. AC delete. So I could probably take that out. I'll probably never ever run AC in this. I mean, it's just like that thing over there. When you're having a good time, why in the world do you need AC? At least as of right now. Maybe later on in the future, we'll think about that after the first couple projects. So I did get a few parts to start with, because I think the best thing to do as of right now is to try to get it started and running, and I would like to accomplish that and see if we can make that happen. So in order to start, I got a new battery, I got a plug wire kit. All right, we're gonna set that there, and a fuel filter, right? Motorcraft, nothing but the best, right? And then also a reman starter. And I've been doing a little bit of research on these, on how to replace the starter, and it seems a little bit tricky, but I think I can make it work. Right below, you'll see bolts and stuff. And we're gonna try starting with that first. I don't know if it's the starter solenoid, but I was watching some YouTubes and they seem pretty easy to replace. But we'll start with those things first and see where I can get. Just put the battery in, and yeah, we'll see if it tries to start. So if it does, there's a deeper issue. If it doesn't, then the starter was the issue. So we'll see here. So we'll put that on. It's our negative terminal. All right. There's a deeper issue. All right, guys, picking up where we left off last night. So, as you saw, replace the starter and put a new battery in. The starter still goes off. So I have suspicion it might be this. This is your starter solenoid. I have a feeling it might be stuck on. Or I have a feeling it could be a short. So in order to fix those things, I'm going to start with putting the new solenoid in here. I got a new one from Advanced. Going to try slapping that in there, and then if it still does its weird thing, then obviously it has to be short. So I'm just starting off simple. And I went and bought myself a test light. And I saw on YouTube there's a way you can check shorts and stuff by using this and pulling some fuses. So let's get into it. All right, so this is the moment of truth. I'm looking around, there's a couple of wires chewed up, so I do have a feeling this may have not fixed our problem, but it's worth a try. So I guess we'll start. Here, let me oh, huh, and that's something. All right, I gotta grab the keys. I'll be right back. All right, got the keys. So my calculations are right, which they may or may not be. Right now, I've got terminals put on. Car's not trying to self-start. I have the keys in my hand. I'm gonna move this light, okay? We're gonna get in the cockpit. And I don't need to start it, but if it works, I believe my windows will go up. All right, there's one. Well, isn't that freaking something? That means I can open the gas cap too, right? It freaking did something. So you know what that means? Oh, you might not know what that means. That means I gotta drain all the gas out of it that is currently in here, because it is very old. And so I gotta drain the gas and try to start it and see how it runs. So I guess we'll get started with the next step, and that's to get the gas all out. So let's get to it. All right, so I figured I might as well give you guys an update on what's going on. So right now I do have the gas can on the ground here. So I just propped it up. All I did was disconnect the filler neck, which is right there. And I've just been taking the siphon and I've been trying to siphon out as much as I can here. So far I've got about over 5 gallons. And I read, and it's about 15 gallons. So if the sending unit was correct, we're looking at about 7.25 gallons. So we'll see if we fill this tank up. Just want to get out as much as I can, put fresh gas in there. Maybe later on in the future, I'll just take everything back off. My goal is to try to get it running. And if I can get it running in this video, it would even be better. But I think after I'm done draining this out, I'm just gonna call it a night and return tomorrow to start putting some fresh gas in it and seeing if it'll crank and actually stay idling. I know it's gonna take a little bit to idle, but we'll see what happens. Just getting all the old gas out right now. So update, I want to try to get it started. We're gonna see if we can get it started. Got some fresh gas, got this Marvel mystery oil, because I know for sure I couldn't get every single last drop out. So I guess I'm just gonna kind of be a hack. But right now in this thing, I don't know, I got probably about 3 gallons, and I'm reading. So 4 ounces treats 10 gallons. So I guess I'm gonna try to get 4 ounces out of this thing. So we'll do that. I'll get it put in, and we'll try to crank it tonight. We're gonna do a couple of cranks. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen, but we're definitely gonna put some fresh fuel in here. Hopefully not spill it all over ourselves. The final dab, do a little bit of that in there. Maybe a little bit more, because I know there's more fuel in the bottom there, but we'll just all right. That was 4 ounces. Interesting smell. Put the gas cap on. And right now I don't have the front seat in it, so I gotta find a seat. I gotta open up the garage door, but we'll see what happens. Fingers crossed. All right, so I got the garage door open, so hopefully I don't smoke out the entire basement. Hopefully there's not gonna be any insane backfires and catch the gas cans on fire. That would be bad, but it's getting cold. So I got my handy dandy freaking, what's it called? Fuel relay on the ground. Got my vacuum pump. And now I just gotta figure out the best way. Look how nasty it is in here. But we'll try to give it our best shot. So we'll we're gonna prime it a couple times. Looks like the fuel gauge works. All right, let's see what happens. He wants to go. I just need to be able to hit the all right, let's try it again. Come on, baby. All right. Did you guys hear that? Hopefully I was recording. Okay, put a little bit of that in there. I know she's got a lot of old gas to burn through. Which sucks because you can smell it too. One more time, I just want to hear it. Hopefully I don't blow it up again. Ow. I'm getting closer. Smoking out the basement. But one more time. I think it's clearing out pretty good. Probably should turn on a fan. Tell you what, let's turn this fan on. Try to blow it outside. All right, I got the fan blowing. It's a little smoky down here. yeah, but gonna try to push it all out the door. I know it wants to clear up. It's trying to, at least. Just put the straight ether in her. Hopefully take number freaking 30. Just want to hear it run. All right. Tell you what, guys, I'm gonna end it there for the night. It is smoky. The battery seems to be dying, so I'm gonna put it on the trickle charger for tonight. And yeah, I feel like there's still a short somewhere because the ground is a little warm. But anyway, I'm gonna steal the trickle charger off of that bike, throw it on here, probably just disconnect the battery to make sure nothing burns down overnight, and we'll pick it up again tomorrow, see if we can get this thing to start again. That Marvel mystery oil stuff, we're gonna let it kind of soak in there, kind of mix up all that good stuff. We're gonna try it again. I don't, there's not much else I can do but do that. So anyways, pick you guys back up tomorrow. See you later. All right, guys, so day 3 on working on the old Mustang, and tonight I actually did get it to run a lot better. Worked a lot of the gas through, and it does run a lot better. We pulled the plugs out of cylinder 1 and cylinder 7. I just wanted to check them. It wasn't burning right, and I believe that's because of the old gas. And it's still like hiccups and things like that. But right now, basically what I have laid out all over here is the plug wire kit. So I didn't know this, but it's just a universal plug wire kit, and I'm gonna try to figure out how to do that. So I'm gonna make it a short, night to night, but basically I'm just gonna figure out how in the world to get these figured out to put back on here so I can get them on, and I know that problem's eliminated. So did get the car started. I might have a clip. But did get the car started. It runs, just doesn't idle. So that's the next step. So I'm gonna try to do at least 1 or 2 of these plug wires just to figure it out, and then we'll go to the next step, which is I'm probably just gonna make it and put it on as I go. So we'll see where I videoed this, but we're making good progress, making great progress. And just like that, we have went and remade all of our plug wires here. So new plug wires, as you can see, to the coil. I even went ahead and replaced all of the spark plugs. So if you can see, I mean, they don't look too terribly bad, but I think with the bad gas and stuff, it definitely needed, or may have like fouled them out. So replaced them with new NGK ones. Gonna throw that in the trash. I gapped them like you're supposed to, within the right specs, and I even went ahead and replaced the fuel filter, so just to make sure everything was good and all that good stuff. I just went ahead and replaced all of that. So I'm just gonna clean things up, and I'm gonna try to start it and see if it'll idle. I had it running last night, which I'm sure you already saw, with a little bit of starting fluid, the help of starting fluid, but we'll see if we can, we might have to spray a little bit of starting fluid in her to get her going, but I'd really like to see her idling. It does miss a little bit, has some sort of a miss, so I'm hoping that was just the plugs. I don't know, but I'm gonna get things cleaned up, and then we're gonna try to start it, and if it doesn't run, well, then I got some research to do tonight. So let's see. We'll see. Again. Oh. Maybe hopefully I won't drop the gas again. Odd. One more time. great. We're idling at right at 900. Oh yeah, let me turn the fan on. I just want to see it. Now we got it to idle, okay? All I did was mess with the idle adjustment. Does that totally fix the issue? Probably not. There's probably a deeper issue, but this is good enough that I can go and see if it goes into reverse, and I'd like to try to pull it forward. Here it is. She's alive. That's definitely not finished, all right? But we got it to move, and it looks like I crushed my hat because I forgot that it was... All right. But we got it to move, we got the lights to turn on, we got to go forward, backwards, it idle half decently. I'm just gonna leave the window down because I'm gonna start on the next video redoing the interior. Meanwhile, I'm also gonna keep tabs and try to sort all the rest of the issues out with this thing. She ain't too happy. If you heard me revving there, she wasn't liking them revs. But this is awesome. Another step closer to getting it back on the road and me being able to take my wife out to ice cream in my dream car. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm literally living a dream of mine, and I'm so excited to go through this process with you guys and just like freaking enjoy it. Oh my gosh, this is my dream car. This is insane. Is it perfect? Absolutely not. But what's wrong with a good project? But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and hope you like it. Please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later. See ya.